the Hickory Hills Police Department Pension Board. I'm also on the statewide IPPFA board.
All right, now let me ask you this, man. What do you do what we have in this meeting, and I guess really with a collection, that may be something that we see with the development of carrying that even further. Has it, or will it, I guess, really maybe something that we hope that, within a very positive way?
Absolutely. We have so many sessions. It's for brand new pension trustees.
And when you say brand new, you mean brand new?
Brand new. And we offer for brand new pension trustees, we offer a new program. They can learn all the things that they need. And we also,
I was going to say that one right there is believed, and then I guess really adds that to a notion of seeing the development of carrying that even further. Have they mentioned anything like that yet?
have they mentioned, try again?
All right, obviously the media do what we have, and then I guess really adds that to a notion of seeing the development. And I didn't know if that had come down the pike yet.
Not to my knowledge.
Okay,
No.
and you would have if you'd heard that, right?
Uh-huh, that's right.
All right, great. Mike, just start by giving your name and what you do and where.
Hi, I'm Mike Tierney. I'm with the Addison Police Pension Fund. I'm the president of that fund and a police officer for the Village of Addison.
Well, let me ask you then, and I guess really here, what would be that, with the pension fund and the development, that be something that we see even further than that gathering here?
Well, I'd like to think that everybody's going to take back first the contacts where you have people of...
That you can contact.
Absolutely.
All right, and then the last thing that I wanted to find out is what, if any, and if not, how much would there be, I guess, a difference of the variations in finding that, what we've seen and to grow from as far as the ribbons.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the question.
Just that last part?
Yes.
Sorry. The ribbons. Oh, you mean the whole thing?
Yes,
All right.
I'm sorry.
Do we need to start back from the beginning? Yeah.
Please.
Okay. What is your name?
Mike Tierney.
Oh, we don't need to go back that far. Mike, let me just wind down by asking this, and that is, what if the, Lisa, that here that you've seen with the police group, and also I guess really with all of them, it's something that we see of the belt.
I think that what we're seeing is that the police officers and the firefighters are all working together to make sure that their funds are going to grow in such a manner.
Yes, because I think the growth of that fund and the growth that may handed in, what we have, and then I guess really as a notion of that, right? Because everybody has said yes.
Absolutely.
All right, how?
Well, everybody has seen that, well, working with their financial advisors and their planners.
And their mentors.
Absolutely, absolutely. The working with the people who have been around the funds for long periods of time.
As long as they haven't been around the bend. I mean, that's the ones you want.
That's absolutely correct.
All right, and then lastly, just see like that, what we have in that. Have you heard that yet?
I actually have not heard that at all, so.
Oh, good. That means you can stay for the rest of the meeting.
Very good, thank you.
Great. Let me ask both of you to let you know what we have here, and I guess really at this with the pension fund group is a note that may something that we see with the development of carrying that even further. Has it, or will it, I guess, really make something that we have here, this particular section?
Jim, I'm going to hand this over to you.
Basically what they should be getting back from all these sessions is what the IPPFA does for
It
the
is,
members.
and I think that one of the things that we have been, and I mentioned that maybe something that we have, and I guess really Nancy has a role to vote stop back in that, with that to the notion. Is that, I don't even know if that's been part of the issues yet.
No.
Okay, and then Jim, let me just conclude by getting to what we have, and then I guess really adds that to what we've seen as the development of carrying that even further.
I'm sorry, what was the question? I'm sorry, I was not sure what the question was.
Okay, let's go to number 3. The last thing that I wanted.
Sorry.
The last thing that I wanted to find out that to what we have, then I guess really adds that to what we've seen as a notion of that other. Has it, or will it be, I guess really as it might, what we know to be somewhat concrete? And y'all can discuss that if you need to.
I'm honestly not sure of the question that you're asking.
But is that my fault? All right, let's go to the next to the last one, because that was the very last one. Nancy, while you're thinking, and I'm sure you're thinking, because I don't know what else you'd be standing there, to what we have at the beginning. So let me ask what we have, and I guess really adds it to what we've seen so far. Has it?
No.
Taking the easy way out. Jim, would you agree with her?
Yes, sir.
Great. We're talking with Bob. Bob obviously is president of the Great, what we have, and then I guess really here. Give us some thoughts, if you would, Bob, on what, if any, and if not how much, I guess really everybody's involved in the pension fund industry. Then I guess here at this meeting, and also take back from that of Greason, that, leading that, what we have in that, but in your own words, because those were mine.
Okay, Doctor, thank you very much. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the 20th anniversary of the IPPFA. It's an important group of people that started 20 years ago with 3 groups and now have gone to over 140 pension funds. What we believe that should be taken back from a conference like this is fiduciary responsibility, due diligence, trustees' education. The most important thing we believe is trustee education. These officers, police officers, firefighters that have come here, dedicated their time to their pension funds and have come here to learn and to gather information, and networking is the most important thing. If you find in one small town something that we're doing different than in another town, and you sit and network, if you bring one idea like that back to your pension funds and your education funds, that's the most important.
What? Oh, I mean, that was good. It was long. I felt like if you went on any longer, I was going to have to shave.
Sorry.
No, great. So let's start by giving your name and what you do and why, where.
I'm Ed Skowronski. I'm Chicago Heights Fire Department retired trustee.
Ed, let me ask you this, and that is, what if any of you decided, and then I guess really adds that to a note you see, but what we have the folk, and then fire and police, but what that, with that to the motion of that, you may something that happened that, what we have in that, is that, have they brought that up yet?
Into what now?
Yeah, I'm not sure, or well, probably wouldn't have even asked that, but I know that really it's something that we see with the development of carrying that even further. And I was thinking, no, that wasn't me. I know some people, I don't know, but I mean, I know people that do think that that's probably a good idea.
Of what, the fire and police together?
Well, they have been, and I think that one of the key elements of that, with both of them. So let's say yes. And I think with both aspects to be out there, to what we have, and then I guess really adds that to what we've seen in the past as well as the future.
Yeah, I really believe that the fire and police should be all together.
Yes, and I think that what beyond that, at least in that, beyond that, to what we have in that too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, I know it's hard to imagine not being in the hurrah.
I didn't understand the question. I'm sorry.
Is it just the last part?
Yeah.
All right. Hurrah. You smell a rat?
You're screwing me up over here.
I didn't touch it. Have you ever heard of a guy named Mr. Doubletalk that goes around the country and makes no sense?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, what if I were to tell you that what we have in the night guess really has it? Have you heard that before?
That's why you're trying to screw me up. You asked me great questions in the beginning before we did this tape.
I just started doing that. So let me have that in this, and then I guess really adds that to a notion of seeing with the development by winding down and asking both of y'all this, and that is, would y'all agree or would you disagree that it looks like the making that, with the pension fund as a motion, and to what we do out the rest of the entire industry?
No. Yes.